Leonardo DiCaprio has won over 50 movie awards, has been nominated 167 times, and has been runner-up for 4 of those nominations. But he is also known as an extraordinary secondary generation climate change activist. He has his own humanitarian fund called the DiCaprio Foundation. It is dedicated to protecting vulnerable wildlife from extinction, and at the same time, it tries to restore the threatened ecosystem and communities. DiCaprio also uses his social media in such a way that it is considered as activism. He has 18.4 million followers on Twitter, 19.7 million followers on Instagram, and 17.1 million friends on Facebook. Due, due to the large amount of people that follow him, DiCaprio is able to use his social media as a force for good, and also able to reach out to a lot of people. One example of this is a post that he posted on Twitter, which is a picture of 4 kids running in the rain. And 2 of those kids running in the rain are carrying an American flag. One of those kids with the American flag looks like he's prepared for the storm, and all the other kids are in their pajamas. This image helps people understand that this post was about the hurricanes that happened not that long ago. It also explains to people that it represents that the people in those going through those tragedies right now will always have a helping hand, and they'll always have somebody to help. That post that DiCaprio posted had 121 comments, 1.3 thousand retweets, and 4.9 thousand likes. Because of his large fan base, Leonardo DiCaprio is able to reach the masses. And that's what makes Leonardo DiCaprio the best activist against climate change. Another social platform that Leonardo DiCaprio uses is Facebook. He uses Facebook to show and address important issues. One example he talks about is the earthquake that had recently happened in Mexico. He stated, on September 19th, a 7.1 magnitude earthquake hit central Mexico, killing at least 105 people and bringing dozens of buildings to the ground. People are afraid to return to their homes. Gas leaks are threatening explosions and more damage. Rescue and relief efforts are needed badly. In that quote, Leonardo DiCaprio uses empathy to connect with the reader and tries to show them about how global warming does affect our climate and how it does affect Earth. And he does that in such a good way by using imagery to show his followers an image in their heads and show them of what happened and how badly it happened. It makes people want to help and pushes them towards the right step.
Making The Revenant was about man's relationship to the natural world, a world that we collectively felt in 2015 as the hottest year in recorded history. Our production needed to move to the southern tip of this planet just to be able to find snow. Climate change is real. It is happening right now. It is the most urgent threat facing our entire species, and we need to work collectively together and stop procrastinating. We need to support leaders around the world who do not speak for the big polluters or the big corporations, but who speak for all of humanity, for the indigenous people of the world, for the billions and billions of underprivileged people who will be most affected by this, for our children's children, and for those people out there whose voices have been drowned out by the politics of greed. I thank you all for this amazing award tonight. Let us not take this planet for granted. I do not take tonight for granted. Thank you so very much.